me today, Bruce.
Well, it's not going to have anything to do with the swimming pool.
It's this is more of a lifestyle,
Right?
than a hobby.
Now I know why I don't go swimming anymore. But I digress.
I don't know if they can see it or not. But
Rich.
They see it.
Rich, I'm excited to be here. You know.
I'm excited that you're here.
Well, you don't let me come over and cook as much anymore. I'm a little disappointed by that, but I guess I'll have to get over it.
I guess I've had to move a couple weekends around, yes, with the construction going on.
But since we're here, and
let me open that beer while you're talking.
You were, grilling very large chunks of meat.
Oh, the tomahawk steak.
Yeah, I decided.
Oh, yeah.
Over there.
I decided, you know what, that's a good idea. So let me get in here real quick and let me show you something. So I went by the store and went up to the meat counter. And
you went to the meat monger.
I did. I went to the meat monger, and he gave me these. Actually, she gave me these.
She gave some feet.
Oh,
Some
wow.
Oh, crap. I can't even make a joke.
Wow.
So, what we have here,
It's heaven.
yes, there's a couple of,
Holy crap.
That's, wow.
double bone-in pork chops.
Uh-huh.
And, man, don't those look good?
Those look incredible.
So, I decided there's this.
I need to visit your meat monger.
You do. There's this technique of smoking this stuff where you don't use a smoker or anything. You can do this on a grill. So I figured that's what I was going to do today. So I am going to smoke them and then hard sear them.
Okay.
And we're going to go back to the lava rock grill and maybe even show the.
Yeah, we're going to show
The
it
lava
this time.
The lava rocks,
Yeah, we're gonna show it.
yeah.
Hey, I'm on it. I wasn't there evidently last time, so
So anyway,
otherwise I probably would have done it for you.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
to start off with, I'm going to brine the pork. Pork and chicken, especially those two, are just much better when you take the time to brine them a little bit. So what it does, it's a pH balance, Rich.
Ooh, pH.
Did you know that?
Yeah, that's what I have to do to the pool after I pee in it.
You have to fix the pH
Yeah,
there.
I gotta fix the pH.
That makes sense. So anyway, so by brining them with salt, what it does is the salt pulls all the moisture out of the pork, and then it's not balanced anymore, so it has to rebalance itself, so it pulls all the moisture back in. And when it does that, it brings the salt with it. So then you get a piece of pork that's got lots of seasoning all the way through it.
All the way through.
Especially with this big of a piece of pork. So.
And it goes, so what's the time on that? Because that's a big important thing for that step. Because if you do it too early, you took the salt out and you didn't give it time to put it back in.
Right.
So how long do you think?
I'm gonna brine these for an hour.
Okay.
So what I've got here, I've got 1.5 quarts of water, and I'm gonna use 6 tablespoons of salt. So I'm gonna go really heavy on the salt, especially since I'm just doing it for an hour. So we're going to dissolve 6 tablespoons of salt and 3 tablespoons of sugar.
So while you're taking that, getting at it, I can't even talk today. Sorry, America. While you're getting at it, I'm going to sit in my butt and be looking at that football game.
All right, you do that.
Why say that?
Generally, I would use regular table salt instead of kosher salt. This is what we had. The only reason is that Regular table salt tends to dissolve quicker
Okay.
than, so we're gonna roll this around and get all this stuff dissolved in here. Alright, that looks pretty good. It looks like we're pretty,
Bruce doesn't look like a redhead. I look like a redhead.
pretty much dissolved. So these go in here. We dump crap everywhere.
Looks like me standing over a pole.
Alright. And I just so happen to have the cooler right here as well, so these go into, I'm going to put these back in this cooler. So, you know, the cooler or the fridge, whatever, for an hour. And then we will be ready to put them on the smoker. We're getting the grill heated up. It's just getting ready to fire it up. And while we're doing that, I got a couple of cups of cherry wood chips, and I'm going to soak them for about 15 or 20 minutes in some water. I can put them in some aluminum foil, and we can throw them right on the grill, and we can get this thing smoking. So,
Speaking of smoking, bye, honey. You're smoking.
Are you smoking?
Yeah.
so this is going to go for about 15 minutes, and that ought to be enough time for the grill to get heated up. Alright, so these have been in the brine for an hour. So, we'll take them out. And we're going to want to dry them off a little bit, of course. Get these nice and dried off. Okay, so we're going to make a little bit of a spice mixture here to put on the pork chops while we got the wood chips soaking, we got the grill getting hot. So I've got what do we got here?
You probably have to pop that little top off.
Yeah. 2 teaspoons of onion powder.
To what? Nah, I mean, open 2 teaspoons of onion powder.
2 teaspoons of granulated garlic. Use 1 teaspoon of pepper.
And salt.
We just brined them.
That's what I wanted to hear.
So since we just brined them in a bunch of salt for the last hour, I'm not going to add any salt. If
that whole piece of meat should be plenty salty.
it should be, yeah. I mean, this even kind of says I could put salt in this, but I don't want to. So we are going to generously season, because we do have one big ass thick piece of meat here. And we'll let these sit here and get happy for a little bit too while we're, might as well dust up.
Get a little close up in there. Look at the size of those freaking chops.
That's insane.
How much does a piece of meat like that cost?
It was $13 for these 2.
Oh, you told us that already.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
Yeah, I was blown away when.
But now I know when I'm making Tuesday when the kids come over.
Yeah,
You're gonna have the biggest pork chops of your life.
You gotta find your meat monger.
$5 a pound. Go up to the counter, the meat counter at the HEB. They'll have them behind the glass there.
And that's what I'm gonna do. I'll go do that tomorrow, so I have them sitting in the fridge.
This you want to get the whole pork experience. You don't want to cover it up.
Pork and A.
Pork and A.
I
We
tried.
got a pork and A.
I tried.
Erica.
I tried.
Not very hard. I'm gonna set this up to get some chips smoking here. So I got my soaked chips. Put them in here and some foil.
Down 470.
So I'm making the little foil packet of chips here, and we will
Honestly, I knew what he was doing.
put a few slices in here, and
That works surprisingly well.
it does. If you would go there and throw those on the grill, like right on top of the lava rocks.
So here's the lava rocks, by the way.
Lava rocks.
Yes, sir. We have.
Got a lava love over here.
We got a little sizzle there.
Got a little sizzle on that one.
All right, we're gonna put it way over here to the side.
I was gonna say, you don't want that to touch the metal.
So that, well, I actually needed to, there we go. Well, no, I don't have that right to start with. Okay. We're going to put the major part of the bone facing the fire. This is going to take, of course, longer at the bone than it does anywhere else. All right, so we're going to set these in here until they hit about 130. We're smoking. Get some good smoke on there. And we'll check them back in, I don't know, about an hour or so, see what they look like. All right, so we have hit our target temp. Oh man, that smells good. And so what I want to do, look at that.
Look at that already.
Man, I'm gonna bring them over here.
Look at that one's even better.
Oh no, that's right. We'll get a little color on the other side here. And let it sear just a little bit. Man, that looks good. Alright, I don't really want them to overcook, so I believe I'm going to pull these off. We're going to give them about 10 minutes or so to rest. And we'll be ready for some good eating.
All right, let's take a look at them.
I'm gonna be resting my belly for 10 minutes.
Right.
So I figured while I was at the store, I love bok choy. Thought I'd get me a little bit of that. Go with this. It sure looks pretty.
It does sure look pretty.
So let's take a little slice and see where we're at here.
Should I get a what? Paper towel to put under there?
Oh wow, look at that.
It's definitely done.
Look at that.
Well, that is juicy. Yes, sir. That
Look at
is
that.
really, really juicy. Look at all of that. Man. So, God, look at that.
For a second, I was going to try to claim that piece, but I was like, nah, I got to let Bruce get it first.
All right, Bruce, what are you thinking?
Well,
When he laughs like that, I think it's a good thing. Is it worth peeing in a pool for?
Yeah. I think it could have had some more smoke on it.
Okay.
I think I could have.
So the only way to do that would be lower cooking temp.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's got a little hint of it in the back. I'm not really missing the smoke. This is so good. I love a good pork chop, and I've never had one this fat. And if you look at that, I mean, look how juicy that is.
Or it's freaking juicy as hell.
It is. Yes.
The juices come out.
And, oh man, that's good. I think I said this already.
He looks like a chipmunk. He's got chipmunkness going on.
Man, it's good. But these two chops at the meat counter were $13.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just can't beat that.
You cannot beat that at all.
I got nothing else to say except, you know what? Go out and get you some big fat chops and just cook the damn food.
Cook the damn food.
The damn food. All right, gotta have try some of that.
It's a pH balance, Rich.
Ooh, pH.
Did you know that?
Yeah, that's what I have to do in the pool after I pee in it.
You have to fix the pH
Yeah, I gotta fix the pH.
That makes sense. So anyway,